Hello, everyone. Hi. Oh dear. Hello, everyone. Good evening. This is Life Issue. Thank you so much for coming to my live broadcast this evening. Now, as you guys know, I hardly come on a Tuesday, but I just had to talk about the story that I saw that's trending. Because it is about domestic violence, and everybody who's been on social media could actually relate with it. And he actually gave me something to think about the next generation and the way life is changing. All right, I'm not going to talk much. I'm just going to ask a question. Domestic violence. When, as a man, or even if you're a woman, you are actually beating up or abusing that person, for how long will you do that before the children are affected or the children actually stands up? Now we're going to watch this video and you will see what happened. I don't want to tell you guys what happened in this video. I want you guys to watch this video with me, and then we will come back and we'll talk about it. Please watch this.
Leave it. Mommy, leave it. I know what I'm telling you. Leave it. Leave the belt. Every belt now. I like Mommy, leave the belt. Leave the belt. Leave it to me. Leave the belt. Nah, I'm not. Leave the belt. Daddy, I'm your daughter. If you want to beat me, it is to beat me. Look. For you to get to my mom and do whatever you want to do. You can wound me. I don't have a problem with that.
Shut your mouth.
But you cannot say you send my own mother to grave from my own father's mouth.
Now, pause. There is limit to every woman in the world. If you say a word after I say this thing, I will make sure that this thing cut on all your body.
No
if
problem.
you try it, say anything again. Look, I didn't do this to my own parents. If you write to this knob, a minimum just try say anything. Whether you think you have that boldness,
I don't.
You will not face me. It will be a wrong thing in your life to want to face your father.
So that you are telling me I should not stand here when you say you want to send my own mom
I
to
said
grave.
she should watch her mouth, or else she will receive what is wrong with her.
Rachel and Staffy, were you not here when Daddy said he will send her to
I
grave?
said if she did not touch it, I may send her to grave because
you said
that word is very wrong.
What can I say?
I've even said that the Bible is against all husbands, any wife.
Don't call you see me. Are you bring people there?
I'm going to pause this a little bit so we can talk about this, okay? Now, the background of this story is that this man actually, from the right up, he's known to abuse his wife. He's always threatening to beat her, to kill her, to destroy her. Now, this man happens to be a well-known deacon in a very popular Abuja church. He's an engineer, so he's educated, okay? And he normally beats up this woman, but on this particular occasion, the girl daughter stood up and said, "You cannot beat my mom, instead beat me." I could not believe what I just watched now. I mean, you guys might not understand what is going on here. For children to stand up to a bully father in Nigeria. Now, if you're watching that video, you will see that this girl, she's still either in university, she's not working, she's still under the care of the dad. And for her to say, "No, you cannot touch my mom. You cannot abuse my mom. You are not going to use that belt or beat up my mom. Instead, beat me. It takes courage. It takes someone that knows her rights. She was not afraid of the fact that the dad might stop paying her school fees or throw her out of the house. She said, no, you cannot continue abusing our mom. Now, the story is that this man is always beating up this woman. The neighbors, had they had things to say about this man, how he's always abusing her, how he's always beating her up. And he's a deacon, in church. And why this video actually fascinated me was that they had a camera and they were actually videoing everything. And I'm like, what a wonderful world we live in now. Well, I don't know about you. I know that there have been people that have grown up with their dad beating up their mom and nothing happens. What I mean, nothing happens, yeah? Nothing happens.
Did you not see her?
That's where this problem started.
I cannot believe that children
Are you not seeing it?
of what
What do you
they're
mean funny? I beg you.
media. We all know there is a good and the bad.
I beg come like that. We want to
We all know that there's sometimes
So you want to be
I've said it.
You want
them have
Which character you behaving?
and said,
You
no,
want to be who? You want
we
who?
cannot abuse our mom anymore. It
Láyé
got
láyé ẹ̀ tó bá dúró wájú mi tó rò pé kí ni màá ṣí ẹ́ léṣe dànù. Wàá fi àpá ẹ̀ hàn ọmọdọ́mọ ẹ̀.
Daddy, I've said so.
out
If it's
there
for you to
about
beat me, I've said it.
Irú
domestic.
kí ni ilé
For you to beat me. It is for you
ìyá
to
yín
beat me.
ìyá yín ayé mi.
Nigerian women should learn self-defense. I believe if they start beating up their abusers, the nonsense will stop. I'm telling you. This little girl, yeah, she was ready to fight. And let me tell you, she might not even be the first child. She might even be the second one. Because, the first child, they want to be, be known to be daddies, whatever. But she's ready to die on this matter. You cannot touch my mom. All right, let me say this. Sometimes people don't understand that when you are abusing someone, at the early stage when you guys are just married newly and it's both of you are beating her up, you're abusing her, you can get away with it. No one is watching. No one is monitoring. Even if she complains to people will tell her to, calm down, he will change. But when the kids start growing up and they've watched you over time abusing, whether it's verbal abuse, whether it's physical abuse, whether it's financial abuse, so many things happens. One day, those children will protect the abusers. Whether we like it or not, one day they will stand up and they will protect the abusers. Let's not even talk about the psychological effects of seeing their mom being abused, beaten up by the dad. I wonder how long these children have witnessed this, how long they have seen their dad using belts on the mom. What gave them the courage to stand up and say, no, dad, you cannot continue beating our mom this way. This is the first I'm seeing this, and I was like, when I watched this video, I was literally shouting, and I'm saying, this is what social media is giving children courage, not just the courage to stand up, to actually capture it using a camera and, the phone. Because how can a man be threatening that I will kill you? What if he does? What if he did? We know what happened to Snatchy. We know what is happening. If you don't care about the psychological and mental health of your children, watching you abuse their mom, watching you beat up their mom, watching you calling their mom and belittling their mom, if you don't care about them, do you understand? Then the children, when they grow up, they will fight for the abuser. The person that you have been abusing, they will stand up and defend that person. I used to say, sometimes I hear when guys are saying, oh, you see an old man and he's on his own, the children are not coming, they are not talking to him, they are not, in a good relationship with him. And the man is wondering, or even a woman, because it could be a woman abusing, the woman is wondering, why are my children not close to me? The question is, what did they see when they were growing up? What you cannot unmake, you cannot change what they saw. The way you are talking down on their mom, when you laid your hands on their mom, the way you financially abused them, did not provide for them. And then when they are now old, you now want them to have a good relationship or to make up for what you did. Let's finish watching this video because this girl stood up for the mom. The mom, she was like, the dad went to go and get the belt. She was like, no, beat me. If you're going to beat somebody, beat me. And I doff my hat for this little girl. The worst thing that will happen is that he might say, okay, I'm not going to pay your school fees. That's it. But thank God she stood up for this abuser. Let's finish watching this video.
You not tell anybody anything.
Sorry. You think I would rather beat you?
Beat me.
Because all this one you are just doing as if
You've been beating us. Beat me.
Stop somewhere here.
Beat me.
From the beginning.
Listen, just try say anything. Whether you think you have that boldness,
I don't.
You will not face me. It will be a wrong thing in your life to want to face your father.
So that you are telling me I should not stand here when you say you want to send my own money to
said she should watch her mouth or else she will receive what is wrong with her.
Rachel and Staffy, were you not here when Daddy said he will send her to
I
grade?
said if she did not question, I may send her to grade because you said
that word is very wrong.
What can
I have even said that the Bible is against husbands, any wife.
Don't call you see me. I don't bring people there.
Oh dear. I'm just gonna, sorry. I think I wasn't showing you guys the video. Let me just bring it back and then show you.
That's where this problem started from.
Said she should watch her mouth or else she will receive what is wrong with her.
Rachel and Staffy, were you not here when Daddy said he will send her to grade?
I said if she did not question, I may send her to grade because you said
that word is very wrong.
What can
I have even said that the Bible is against husbands, any wife.
Don't call you see me. I don't bring people there. I don't blind. Did you not see her?
That's where this problem started from.
Are you not seeing it? What do you mean for me? I beg you. I beg can't die that way. What would you?
Mommy, it's okay.
Mommy, so you want to
I've said it's
okay.
Stop talking.
Which character are you behaving?
Stop answering.
You are one who? You are one who? Eh? Láyé ẹ̀ tó bá dúró wájú mi tó rò pé kíni màá ṣí ẹ́ léṣe dànù wàá fi àpá ẹ̀ hàn ọmọdọ́mọ ẹ̀.
Daddy, I've said so. If it's for you to beat me, I've said it.
Irú kí ni ilé?
It's for you to beat me. If it's for you to beat me,
ìyá yín wá ayé mi.
Okay, that's the story. That is the story that I saw, man. When I saw, I was like, no, I'm going to jump into it. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to say this, and as a man or as a woman, as someone who is abusing people, whether financially, whether using verbal, whether by beating, one thing is that the children are watching you. They know and they can see what you are doing. In the world or this world of social media, I'm going to tell ladies out there, if you are being abused or beaten, train your children to capture the image. It's about time you know the weapon of social media. Capture it. This man is saying he's going to kill her. And he's a deacon in church. Let's see how he's going. You will go to church now on Sunday and say, it's the demon that came inside me. I did not know myself. Yeah? Let's be seeing the demon. Let us be seeing the video of the demon as the demon is entering them. Let's be shaming them. If you're married to someone who's refused to get sense and understand that nobody has any right to lay their hands on you. Nobody. So if they've refused to get sense, let them continue when you guys are newly married. The children, they grow up. Then go enter secondary school. Then go reach their level. Let's see if they will continue. And this is where, at a particular time, you've lost your relationship with your kids because they've seen you abuse their mom. All right, I just saw this video and I just had to bring it here and just to advise men out there to be very, very careful and to understand that you might actually get away at the early stage beating up a woman because you guys are married. Hey, when the children grow up, you go fight them. I'm telling you. When I was growing up, I was a living witness of this. You can beat up a woman, keep beating her. When the children reach 16, you can't touch her. They will not continue seeing you touching their mom and you will go scot-free. No, now, it cannot happen. It will not continue. To be frank with you. So let's actually understand that you do not, you see your mouth, you have your mouth, talk whatever you want to talk or say whatever. Do you understand? Even though that even in the saying, if you start with abuse, belittling somebody, it is also abuse. When a child is seeing the mom being abused or the dad being abused, it also affects them psychologically. So at the end of the day, we all need to understand that there is a day of reckoning for every abuser. If the wife no fit do anything, the children will fight her battle for her. Ka Chineke mezie okwu. I'm going to read what people are saying. I know I'm showing it. I'm just going to read one or two. NK said, I love this video as he has now received public shaming. Not only received public shaming, the daughter stood up for the mom. The daughter said, no, you cannot continue abusing my mom. I doff my hand for that girl. Like, if I know that girl, if I know her, I'm even going to ask for her account number. These are the kind of children that we need to see. Okay? I say, plant camera, plant camera around the house, capture the image. If you know one gets sense, the word will help him get sense. I'm telling you. Since he wants to be an animal, let the whole world see the animal, the beast. Yeah? All right, guys, I need to go. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for coming with me. Let's advise ourselves and understand that you don't have a right because someone is married to you for you to beat them up. All right, guys, take care. Bye-bye.